Sarah laughed silently as she deemed herself too far over the hill to bear a child at that point. Silent as it was, it did not evade the ears of the omnipotent God. What was his response? It was and remains this: "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Isaac is evidence that our perception of boundaries are not the Lord's. Rather, their perimeters are at the Lord's edict. Maybe we've chuckled or rolled our eyes or outright scoffed at the prospect of such an exhortation because it seems so far off of the beaten path of our circumstances. But I submit to you that the living, loving, and merciful Messiah, who is able to save the sinner to the uttermost and regenerate in an instant the heart that bears generations of cracks and chasms, he can override the temporal things. He can and will do as he has said. His prophetic record bearing faithful witness. Sarah laughed. Perhaps we have too. Perhaps it has not been a snicker, but rather a torrent of tears or a rapid of rage as we survey the hypothetical rubble surrounding us and deem to it more power than it actually holds. We need only look to our brother of old who sat in the literal and figurative manifold rubble of hardships that seemed ceaseless. And what was his response? While there was indeed lamentation that is common to man in the mind of Job, he said nevertheless, "Though he slay me, yet shall I trust him." He said this at a point when the conclusion of his anguish was still residing beyond the horizon of his view or awareness. And yet, we see the profit of his endurance. We too have the assurance of such endurance. When we look beyond the rubble and the angst and the tears, we will see with clarity the truth, still standing firm, like the colors over Fort McHenry that following morning, while the smoke of the eve's cannonade still hung heavy. We in but not of the world will cease to scoff when our perspective is properly inclined to our great high priest, no matter the season, no matter the degree of damage nor the distance set before us. He'll neither leave nor forsake for even a moment even one of his household of faith. Let us ponder this truth the next time our temporal inclinations lead us to laugh, cry, scream, scoff, or doubt. The living God is faithful forever. Amen.